An unsung virtue. But the old demon of lust was by no means vanquished. During the hot season Tudong of 1948, before returning to Lungpo Ginari's monastery, Luang Por found a suitable place for meditation practice at Wat Ban Tong in the Kon Phanom province and decided to take a rest from his wanderings for a while. After some days, however, he came to feel uncomfortably conscious of the glances and modest smiles of one of the monastery's female lay supporters. In Isan folklore, the naive monk, entrapped and tempted to abandon his monastic vocation by a wily young widow, is a common theme. Its popularity is perhaps due to the singularity of such a subtle courtship, initiated, cued and paced by the woman rather than the man. At Ban Tong, the protagonist seemed to have stepped out of a minstrel's song. She was indeed a widow, one of the women who came to the monastery every morning to offer food. Unable to approach Luang Por directly, she sought to create a connection between them by endearing her son to him. It worked. Luang Por conceived a warm affection for the boy. His attraction to the woman became compounded by the tenderness he felt for her son. Luang Por was used to keeping his own counsel. He did not reveal to anyone just how strong his feelings for this woman had become. However, the extent to which he felt his emotions were overwhelming his better judgment may be guessed by the way in which he resolved the problem. Early one morning, postulant Gao was shaken awake and opened his eyes to see Luang Por looking down at him. Luang Por had his robe on, his bowl packed, and was ready to leave. The old man started to plead, "Can't you wait until tomorrow morning?" But he was immediately cut off. "No." Luang Por's voice was gruff in the darkness. "We're going right now." Luang Por's rationale for his hasty retreat is apparent from teachings he gave his students in later years. In those instructions, he would emphasize that monks be honest with themselves about their weaknesses and not be swayed by pride. If they had insufficient resources to deal with the challenge, then they should humbly accept that, make a tactical withdrawal, and work on developing the resources to be available to deal more effectively with the challenge the next time it occurred. The underlying conviction must be that physical lust is not a fixed part of a monk's nature that he can only hope to suppress. While it is certainly an immensely powerful and deeply ingrained habit of body and mind, it is one dependent on causes and conditions that can and should be completely eliminated through the practice of the Eightfold Path.